What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Hannah. Be sure to click that subscribe button down below and give this video a thumbs up. Today, I'm coming at you guys with a video that I actually recorded about a week ago, but I never filmed an official intro, so I wanted to go ahead and do this. But yeah, this video is just sort of a compilation of my current favorite summer recipes from Kenzie Burke's Summer Refresh. As you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Kenzie Burke's. I've been following her for about a year now. Her recipes are very healthy, super clean, and are vegan and plant-based, which is sort of the way my diet's been for a while now, and I've been super happy with the results and just have been feeling like really good about what I've been putting into my body and just sort of my overall well-being. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I definitely recommend checking out her other programs as well. I'll be sure to include her website down below. Check her out on Instagram as well. I just really love her stuff, and I think that it is definitely worth maybe working in a few of her recipes here and there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. This is the first time I've really done like a full-on like sort of recipe tutorial kind of cooking video, I guess. But yeah, I hope you guys like it, and without further ado, here is today's video. Okay guys, so this is the cover of the Summer Refresh. This is the third program from Kenzie Burke that I own. What I really love about this book in particular is that it's a lot thicker than her previous books, which I think is really nice. Not only do I love following her recipes, but I also just really love her vibe and her look, and I really wanted to buy this because I just think it's a really beautiful coffee table book. It's filled with a lot of really great tips and recipes, but I also just think the pictures are really stunning. I am just honestly obsessed with her look and everything, and I just think she has a really like beautiful eye when it comes to art, and I just really appreciate her aesthetic. So yeah, not only do I love what's actually in the book itself, but I think it's really just a very visually pleasing book, and so I just wanted to own the hard copy of this to have. So today for lunch, I'm gonna be making the cauliflower tacos. I've made these tacos before, and they're pretty easy to make. So what I really love about the Summer Refresh in particular is that she does a set of recipes 4 ways. So for example, she does tacos 4 ways, and then she does brunch 4 ways. So she kind of has varying themes throughout the book, but does a set of varying recipes for the same category, I guess you could say. So I really like how it's cohesive and how you can kind of follow the same recipe, but just slightly different, because honestly, a lot of her recipes have to do with like pastas and tacos and you know, cauliflower pizza and that stuff that I love to eat. But it's really nice to kind of change it up a little bit. So I really like how she did that in this book. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that recipe going today for lunch. Okay, so I cut up some cauliflower into bite-sized pieces. Typically I would cut more than this, but just didn't really feel like it today because I'm pretty hungry, so I'm trying to eat as soon as I can. But yeah, typically I would make more than this and then just save some for leftovers. So the recipe just calls for 1 head of cauliflower. I obviously did less than that. And then after you cut the cauliflower up into bite-sized pieces, you just toss it in some olive oil and then add some ground cumin, and then toss in some paprika as well, along with just some salt and pepper. And so you can cook this in the oven at 425, but I'm actually going to add it into my air fryer just because I really prefer to cook my veggies in that. Okay, so here is the recipe for the tahini dressing. It just calls for tahini, some nutritional yeast, olive oil, capers, water. Pretty easy to make. I personally don't really love the taste of tahini by itself, but I really do like this dressing once I mix everything up. So these are the tortillas I'm using. I've never used this brand before. They have like ones made with almond flour and just other types other types as well, but I went ahead and bought the chickpea flour, so they're non-GMO, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, and vegan. So I am excited to try these. I'm just heating them up in the pan really quickly to warm them up. Okay, so this is the final product. I heated up the tortillas, then added in some lettuce, radishes, and the cauliflower, and then I topped it off with some fresh pico and the tahini dressing. Okay, so it is about 6:35. I am going to be making dinner from the pasta 4 ways section. And the one that I'm going to make tonight is the tomato heaven pasta. So it's 1 package of pasta, garlic, cherry tomatoes, mushrooms, paprika, cayenne pepper, spinach, tomato sauce, and then just some other stuff to garnish. So it seems pretty easy. There's only 6 steps. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that going and have that tonight for dinner. Okay, so I have the mushroom, the tomatoes, and spinach and garlic sauteing in a pan with some paprika and chili powder. And then I have my pasta cooking, or I have my pasta boiling in the pot. That's almost done. This is the pasta that I'm using. It's the Bonza spaghetti made from chickpeas. I've used this brand a lot before and I really like it. So I got the spaghetti style though, just to kind of switch it up a little bit. So that's almost done. And then once this spinach is wilted, I'm going to add in the tomato sauce and then the pasta into the pan as well and kind of saute it all together and mix it up. Okay, so here is the final product. I didn't really film much of myself making this because this kind of required a little bit more of my attention, but I added in the pasta, like I said, into the pan along with the tomato sauce and then just the sauteed spinach, tomatoes, and mushrooms, and then I topped it off with some red pepper flakes, some lemon, and then some salt and pepper. This is the tomato sauce that I use. You can buy this at Kroger or Whole Foods. I'm pretty sure you can buy it anywhere, honestly. I really love this homemade marinara sauce from Rouse. They have a bunch of different flavors, but I personally just like the marinara. It's a little bit more expensive, but I just really think the taste is incredible. So I try and opt for this kind of tomato sauce whenever I can. Okay, so for my first breakfast this morning, I'm gonna make a fruit bowl with some unsweetened coconut milk yogurt, some strawberries, raspberries, top it off with some cacao nibs and maybe a little bit of agave sweetener. I don't like to use a lot of sweetener because fruit is naturally very sweet. But yeah, so Kenzie Burke has a lot of recipes for fruit bowls in her summer refresh, so I'm just loosely following one of those recipes with what I have and just putting it all together in a bowl, and then having that this morning with my hot lemon water. Alright, so here is my fruit bowl. I have the coconut milk yogurt on the bottom, and then I actually also topped it off with some of my goji berries. I love this superfood. I usually try and soak them overnight, but I forgot. You can also just eat them as is from the bag. But yeah, and then I also topped it off with some of the cacao. I decided to not add the agave sweetener because it already tasted pretty sweet as is. So yeah, I'm excited to eat that this morning along with the rest of my lemon water. Okay, I already took a bite out of it because it was so good and I'm really hungry. It's a little after 11, so I always have some fruit to start off the morning, and then I have like my second breakfast a little bit later. So this is some avocado toast on gluten-free bread with radishes, arugula, some olive oil, and then lemon, salt, and pepper. I love avocado toast literally more than anything, and this is just kind of how I like to have mine when I'm looking to dress it up a little bit more. So this is so good. Okay, so I'm gonna go run some errands and then pick up some coffee. And then when I come back, I think I'm gonna organize the apartment some and then make some lunch. So it's almost noon, so I'm doing pretty well on time today and I'm trying to be productive. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that really quickly and then come back. Okay, so for lunch today, I'm gonna be making the light and fresh stir fry. You can make this with a grain of your choice. I'm going to be making it with quinoa because I have some quinoa already cooked. So I'm gonna reheat that and then saute a bunch of vegetables in a pan with some seasoning. So very easy to make, and I've had this before. It's really healthy and really refreshing too. I love the spices that she has in the recipe here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that going. Okay, so the recipe says to throw a little bit of vegetable broth into a saute pan and then saute your chopped veggies in the broth until it's all absorbed. So this is the brand of vegetable broth that I like. I always try and get low sodium just because vegetable broth can have a lot of sodium in it. And then I chopped up some broccoli, zucchini, carrots, onion, and shiitake mushrooms. I just kind of added in some extra veggies just because I needed to cook more of them before they went bad. So I just threw all of the chopped veggies in the pan, and then I'm gonna let this saute for a few minutes and then add in the curry powder and some paprika as well. Smells amazing. All right, so I finished sauteing the veggies and just filled up a bowl with some cooked quinoa and then topped it off with my sauteed veggies. Like I said, I used curry powder and paprika for seasoning, and then I am going to top everything off with some coconut aminos. I really love this as a substitution to soy sauce because it's soy and gluten-free, and I also just love how it has the coconut flavor to it. So I bought this at Trader Joe's, but you can also buy it at Kroger, Publix, practically any supermarket. So I'm just gonna top the whole bowl off with just a little bit of the coconut aminos. Also decided to add in some red pepper flakes. So this is the final product. Looks so good and I can't wait to eat it. I am starving.